Hey guys, Jordan here. It's Good Friday. Had the day off work. Woke up, didn't really have a lot of motivation today, but finally decided to get out of bed and do some projects in my own house that have kind of been held off for a while now. So we're gonna start with some outlets in your house. We bought a 1980s home, and it's got a lot of these older fixtures and things like that. Kind of have gunk build up, cream color. They just don't look that great. They aren't child proof or anything. So we're gonna show you how quick and easy way how to replace these. Want to start off by stating that I'm not a licensed electrician. I'm an electrical engineer by trade, but not a licensed electrician. I don't have the authority or the want to do this for other people ahead of time. So just so you know this, if you're someone that has your own house, you're handy, just make sure that you're looking up your local electric codes and be safe when you're doing this kind of thing. Always make sure to double check power's off before you're changing the outlets, things like that. So be safe out there. Some basic tools you'll need to do this project. So I got a little voltmeter here. I think this one was like 40 bucks at a Radio Shack. And you can get these anywhere from 15 bucks all the way up to several $100s. Some basic screwdrivers, Phillips flathead, some pliers, and a new outlet, an outlet cover. I bought the tamper proof, so if you look into there, get some better lighting here, you can see it has little plastic blocks so kids can't shove forks and things like that inside the outlets. I'm trying to replace all my outlets under 36 inches with these tamper proof, just so kids can't reach them. Some wire strippers. I really like these kinds. Completely up to you, whatever you can afford, whatever you have. Sometimes they come in a combo where it's a stripper and a wire cutter. I have a separate pair of wire cutters here. So we'll get to it here. So the first thing you have to do in starting a project like this is make sure your power's off. So go into your house, find your electric panel. Sometimes I'll have someone stand upstairs while I'm doing it, see if the lights turn off or anything you plugged into it. You know, a lot of these older homes, they don't have the panels really labeled that well. You can see this. So I've kind of been filling mine in as I went. You can tell which handwriting's sloppier versus the original. Mine's kind of a sloppy pencil scratch versus some of the original ones. I think this thing only had like 6 labels to start with. So if you look, I wrote in master light and outlets there. So that would be number 9. You see they have a number next to what it is. So if we go over here to the panel, you can pick out 9s right here. So we're gonna flip him off. Then we'll go back upstairs and see if we got it here. As always, I have Louie helping me on my projects today. So I apologize in advance if he blocks any of the shots we got here. Okay, so we're assuming it's off. I had something plugged into it. My air filter. That is now powered off. And then what I like to do is just take this voltage meter, just double check it. So we'll unplug this, grab our voltmeter here, turn that on to V. Mine, you have to hit this function button. You see here, right now it's on, see if I can do this. It's on DC, so I hit function, switches to AC, that's alternating current. That's what house electricity is. So I'll take this, take my 2 ends and do exactly what you tell kids not to do. Shove them in the outlet, like this. And if you look here, 0. That's what you want. So that means the outlet's dead. So good to go. So we'll take him off, pull these out, and we'll start taking our outlet apart. It's gonna be kind of hard to, here, hang on. Try to get this set up so you can see what I'm doing. Let's Now we can see the outlet. So we'll take this screw off. This is just for the wall plate cover. A lot of times people paint over these and you have to kind of give them a pop to get them loose. Like that. Until this one is painted over. Voila. So we got the outlet cover off. Now you'll see some of these tabs on these. Same thing. These get painted over. So you got to take your screwdriver and kind of pry those loose. See that? So we'll pry those loose, and then we'll undo the 2 screws holding the outlets in. Okay, so open up the outlet. You can see we have a black wire that's going to a gold screw, a white wire that's going to a silver screw, and a ground wire on the green screw. And if you look at the new outlet, so the green, there's our ground, there's our silver headed screw for the white, and then the gold for the black. You want to make sure you tie your hot wire, your hot side, your black wire, to the gold side of these outlets. Most guys try to reuse these. Rather than try to undo these, I just cut them and restrip them so I got new ends, so that way if any of that's getting brittle, it won't shear off on me in the future. So I just cut those. So now you take your wire stripper. You'll see why I like these ones so much. Take your wire stripper on that wire. Put it on the gauge of the wire. Usually it's either 12 or 14 for house wire. Just like that. So we'll do that to the white one as well. Should we get her down here far enough? Whoops, we cut that one. Sometimes that happens with these. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay. Now, based on what side it is, you want to curl it. When you curl this end, so when you tighten it, it pulls the wire around the outlet. So what I do is I'll screw in my other one that I don't need so it doesn't hit the sides of my outlet box ahead of time. You can see that someone already did this one, or it was just from shipment. So we'll take our pliers now, and we're gonna pull this one up and around and form a little hook like that. So that's what we want. So we're going to form hooks on both of these, or on all 3 of these I should say. And then depending on which side of the outlet it goes on, you'll swivel the hook so you tighten it onto the outlet. So I'm going to start with my black. So I got my gold side, here's my black. This will wrap when I tighten it. So I'll put that one on just like this. Tighten it down to the gold side. Looks like I need to squeeze that over. You see, I just used the pliers to try to help twist that around a little to start it. Then we'll tighten it down. It's very important to get these extremely tight to hold that in. Like that. So you want to pull on it for a test. That's not going anywhere. Now we'll go to the other side of it. With our white here, you can see I need to wrap that one this way. So I'm going to take this and twist so it lines up correctly. Like so. That one to stay in there. A little more. Okay, just like that. Now we're going to tighten him down as well. Help. Again, just helping to curl that around. You can see as I tighten it, it's pulling that around that, like so. Now the last one, like this. Get him started. See there, same thing. So I'm gonna take my pliers, try to help pull it around, get it in that groove. Like so. See, I just helped to swing that into that groove. And we're going to tighten him down. All right. So that's good. All right. Now, we are going to tuck our wires back in. Make sure nothing's touching on the sides of your outlet. Tuck them back in there. Grab your screwdriver. Those lined up. There's 2 holes in that box that these go into. They fit right where the old one came out. Get one of them started. Don't put it in all the way. Get them lined up. Whoops. Try to hold it there. Get one started. So like that. So we're all snug in, new outlets in place. What we gotta do is take our cover here then. See, it comes with a little screw in the pack to hold that faceplate on right in the middle. We're gonna punch a hole into this. Lined up. Make sure when you paint in the future to take these wall plates off. You can see here we're gonna have to touch up the paint. We plan on painting this room a different color in the future, so not really a concern for us. We'll just take the faceplate off before we repaint. You know, plug your thing back in. You can see it's a little harder to shove these in with these child-proof outlets. That's a good thing. So you'll see power's still off. So we're gonna go downstairs here. I'm sweating. That shouldn't have been that much of a workout. It's a little hotter in our upper level. Come on, Louie. So we're back at the panel here. I'm gonna turn that breaker 9 back on. Make sure you shut the door when you leave. Anything that you have covering your panel, we'll check and make sure that it's back on. It should be good. So we'll see if our device powers up here, and it does. Perfect. And it says my air quality's poor right now. It's always a good way to end it. So that's all for the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Louie appreciates the attention, and you guys have a nice good Friday. If I get real ambitious, we'll do some more projects today.